Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Love and Marriage Season 2, Episode 8. Alright, let's go. Because I know last season it was like 10 episodes. So I don't know if it's going to be another 10 episodes this season or it's going to be longer. Maybe. Because we still got a lot of answers to figure out. Alright, so Melody went upstairs to talk, knock on Martell, wake him up and say, where were you last night? You know I'm pregnant and I need some attention or something like that. And where were you last night? He said he was at the party. Yes, he technically was at the party. Then he came home because he was like, oh, Melody gonna get at me. I gotta have a curfew. I got a curfew. So get home. So he actually went home. And he also asked her, he said, listen, Marcel came to me and told me about that. And he told her about the situation about me and that girl, the girl calling. And I kind of wish you, can you not do that? Like, can you not go and tell our business like out there? And she said, well, can you not do what you doing? Was that true? Yes. Martell, you should not be doing what you're doing. You should not be cheating. You should not doing that, so it won't be out there. But at the same time, Melody, if you don't want people in your business or want to make fun of you or make joke of you or something like that, maybe you need to keep some things hidden and not tell them everything. Just tell them that you're going through a lot of things and you're just going through it infinitely and stuff like that. But you don't need to give too much details and everything, because if they really truly your friends, they will support you and be there for you without even knowing all the details, unless you want to tell them. But yes, sometimes maybe not put it out there. But Martell, come on now, it is what it is. You put yourself in the situation because you didn't change your number. Now you finally changed your number. Like, after all the time your wife asked you to change your number, you never changed your number. So you would never got that phone call if you would have changed your number in the first place. She would have never got your number unless you gave her your new number. But since you kept the same number, it was grounds for her to call you whether it was blocked or not. So now you're in this whole new spill because you did not do what you do. Because that means let me know that you was still communicating with this chick. Alright? Alright, so Kimmy and her sister went to go out, check some venues for like a charity event. I think she wanted to do the charity events for women who need some stuff like that. And she would like to have like a block party type of thing. So she saw this area. It was a big open field. Looked like it was nice, open space. I hope it's nice. So it will be a good outdoor event. And she told her sister, because she said she wanted to do things alone, because she said the combat group supposed to be mission of building homes, doing charity event, doing things for the community, doing this. It was supposed to be the whole aspect of doing things for the community. But a lot of people do their own things. The hosts do their own thing. Letitia and Marcel do their own thing. Everybody do. So she want to do something for herself and not relying on a combat group. So she doing this charity event for her, doing her own thing. Right, her sister, and she told her sister all the things about Maurice's plan, about Kiowa, and the sister was just listening. She said, what? Basically the whole thing, I'm not going into the whole details. Y'all watch my whole video, so you know. Basically, Kimmy said she feels type of way that Kiowa has been talking about her, and the stuff that Kimmy brought up was not something that happened 7 years ago. It happened something last month. So Kiowa was still talking about Kimmy, and Kimmy haven't been really talking about Kiowa like that. So that's what she addressed it. But yes, Kiowa last week was giving a lot of attitude. She was not remembering things. She didn't want to hear it, all that stuff. So whole Kiowa may think the ex-wife felt that Kimmy and Maurice got together when they was still married. Was technically they was not married when Kimmy and Maurice got together. They was already divorced, but she didn't really care about that. She didn't care. So that's that. It's talking about having the boy monster there, and I could have sworn they're supposed to show a scene when Maurice was monster this episode, and it did not show that. So I don't know what is the deal. Maybe that's probably later on in the season, because that was on the trailer, but it was not shown. So I don't know what happened. All right, so that. So it took the point that she wanted an apology for Kiowa, because Kiowa had been really disrespectful towards Kimmy, and Kimmy haven't been doing anything towards her. I said, oh, okay, I hope you get that apology, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But so Melanie and Martell went to this radio station and talked to Tony Terrell. She's a big activist at I guess their hometown and everything, and they was on her radio show, and she Tony Terrell kept it straight up. No, first they talk about the home customers' home, because that was the point of them being in a radio show. Just to talk about their homes, about building the homes, and if it's affordable. They say yes, it's very affordable because somebody bought one in the house before it even got in the market at above the asking price too. So we don't know what the price was, but somebody got the house before she even put the house in the market. So it was like it was bought up really quickly. So I guess it was affordable at that time, and I said cool. So Tony went straight to the juggler. She said, "What's going on with this combat group? Because it's like what's going on." And Melanie just said that we could come back group. We got to come together and decide what we're going to do in the future, moving forward. So Tony said, "Oh, read between lines. That means y'all not happening. Y'all about to split up." I was like, "Oh, hey, go ahead, go ahead, Tony," because that was exactly what it's going to head to. It seemed like the whole Melanie don't want to continue with the combat group, so she wanted to dissolve the combat group. So that's exactly what's going to be. So they got to come together and see what their goal plan is to separate each other, and they all do your own thing. So Tony said, like, listen, it's not like a freaking group like. Y'all get in the group, y'all doing real good in the group, but one person want to do a solo act, so they decided to go further in a solo act, even though they did great hits with this group. And then they said they're going to make it big doing solo. So that's how the comeback groups sound to be. Like, they all doing their own. And then Tony told me I want to juggle again. She talked about the infidelity and the cheating with Martell. And it's how's that going? And he said he's not cheating anymore. I said, oh, okay. And basically say, you know, no woman had been walking up to him or walking up to Melanie and say, oh, I know what your husband is. I know what he like to do, so I could just do it. And I said, oh, that'd be bold of them just to come up to them and ask them and say, listen, I know what your husband do, so it is fair game. I was like, imagine me being Melanie and a woman coming to me telling me, I know what your husband do. Like, first of all, I was pissed off because my husband put me in a situation to be confronted by these females. But for the female to come up to me so bold and telling me they know what my husband do and that is all fair game. Oh, child, get out my face with that. I like, so that was that. So Letitia, the host is having a game night. So Letitia is not too excited going to the game night because she said at the Gaskinville, when they had that thing at the cabin, Melanie and Letitia have not made up. Marceau and Martell made up cool, and they good now, but they haven't. So she's not too keen about going because she said, listen, I'm trying. Because Marceau said, won't you try? You're not trying hard enough to make mend the friendship. And she said, what can I do? And I tried that much. I know everything to own up to. I said, why you don't own up to by saying helpful things to Melanie while she's going through this? Why you don't own up to it and make a joke of it? Why you don't own up to it by not being there for her? Own up to that. You haven't owned up to none of that. You just feel like nothing happened to you because you're so worried about what she know about your husband. So Marceau is really trying to get Letitia to mend this friendship. So I know because he don't want them to in a bad side so they can air his dirt. So he trying to get them to so bad to make up. Which I say, hey, you want to have them make up? Have them make up. So for her to go with the plan that he want her to do. No, first they was like, listen, how about this? How can we stay here and have fun, or we go to the group? And he said, oh, fun about what? What do you mean? You mean to talk about 45 minutes of rendezvous in the sheets? I was like, hell yeah. Sure, I do that and we go to the group. Sure, get me a nut. But that's it. That's what we'll go right. Alright, so, but she said no. So he convinced her, and then he told her about the phone call. And she said, wow, now she's like, he said, it's hard for her to be sane and come and be apologetic to you because they are temporarily insane right now. They emotions is all over the place. And that she got this new revelations about the woman calling again. Now it put Letitia in the spectrum saying, Mammy, she needs to go. Because she said it could put her in a different mindset that now things is different. Because she couldn't be that for me because she's still going through this. I thought it was squash. So let's grant it, yes. When somebody going through something, they doesn't give them the right to down and degrade everybody else and put other people down because they hurt. But at the same time, like, they all going through some things, so they emotional is all up and down. So it's hard. So here I'll go. Kimmy and Maurice is going as well. All the group is going, and Maurice decides to do a shirt that said hashtag comeback with an arrow like this going around. I said, oh, well, y'all try and push this. Because they the only two who really want to push this thing together. So, they pushing that. And, pushing, they said, let's go, let's do it. We're trying to get the comeback. That's good, great. It's supposed to be a game night. So, they really not trying to talk about the combat group. The hosts, I know. They really not trying to talk about the combat group as much. But leading to Kimmy and Maurice, they're going to try to bring it up some way, shape, or form, and fashion into the game night. I say, yeah, I cannot have a night without even bringing anything about the combat group up. Melanie is so done with the combat group. All right. So here comes the host night, and they have prepared the food. They got a chef to prepare the food, and Kimmy and Maurice got there first, and they was talking, and oh, I forgot. Martell asked Melanie to go to this counseling session because she said she was open to going, and he has been going a couple of sessions. She realized that he has been taking it seriously. He's going a couple of sessions. He keep going back to the same therapist, so maybe she should go and try it out. So she agreed to go to the counseling session. I'll talk about that later because that was the most. It had something to talk about that. So so in the group, Maurice and Kimmy came first, and basically they were talking all that stuff. And they talk about the shirt. They was talking about comeback group and making it great again with those two, and keep it good. But now, they said something. They were saying to talk about family and kids. So, Kimmy said, "Oh, I heard y'all trying to work on two more and everything." He said, "Oh no, we talking on one more. We decided one more, and we gonna have a total of 5." I would say, "You got 3 kids now, and you want to do 1 more, so that's 4." Not 5. So where is your math coming from? And that was like, damn, Martell, you didn't even not realize that you just threw it out there that she's pregnant, not even know that you mentioned it. Because it was like in his slip of the tongue, he did not realize the count. She said, y'all talk about having 2 more kids, having 5, because that's what they said, they had 5. But Melanie said, no, I don't think I can handle anymore. 4 kids is enough. So he tried to play it over. He said, oh no, we decided to do 1 more, and we're going to have a total of 5. I would say that's 4, not 5. So I'll come on, Martell. So Kimmy caught on. She said, hold up. I know I'm not wrong. I know I said 2, but you said 1. So my math is not off, because if you had 3 and you wanted 5, that'd be 2 more, not 1 more. So were you trying to tell me you pregnant? Melanie, are you pregnant? And then they said, oh, leave it up to Martell. And you decided, I said, first of all, you told your mother already. Y'all decided to not to tell anyone until y'all both are okay to tell. But you already told your mother already. So you the one who broke the rule first. But yes, Martell told the group, and he didn't really know that he really said it. But cat out of the bag, and Melanie and Martell agreed that yes, they are they're expecting. So they hug and they say, oh, happy for you and stuff. So Letitia and Marcel got there. They came, and Melanie asked to talk to Letitia privately, and she asked Letitia, "Can you not tell, or can you not mention anything about the pregnancy? Because me and Letitia is not in good terms right now, so do not mention the pregnancy." So Letitia, Kimmy said, "Okay, cool." She understands why she don't want. She don't understand why Melanie don't want Letitia to know, because sometimes, yes, when you're in an argument and you're not in a good space with a friend, and any friend will use any leverage against you, so any personal information that they could get out of you, they could use against you, you don't want that. And they could turn that into a negative than being a positive. So she understands. So Letitia came out there, and she realized they was talking, and they stopped talking. So they realized, she thinking they was talking about her. I said, they didn't talk about you, Letitia. They had no way in there to talk about you. They don't want you to know, but they was talking about you. And they was talking, and they was saying how I'm in the friendship. Long story short, Tisha and Melanie apologized. Melanie apologized first, and she said, you know what, I apologize for things I said to hurt you. And it seemed to me, it seemed like it was a genuine apology, because they both said it, and not if it was in front of it. If I hurt you, no. They both said, I apologize for hurting you, for saying certain things that hurt your feelings, because I know I was trying to hurt your feelings. And that was that. So they could be cool for now. They're working on rebuilding. All right? So So Darvick and Adaria came. They came in the ball game. I said, how the hell Melody and Martell hosted game night, and so Darvick and Daria bought the game? I don't understand that. If you host a game night, you supposed to have the games. Alright? So, but so Darvick and Adaria came, and then we get a new couple called LeBaric and Destiny. Come, we need to start with the Sadaric, LeBaric. What is this? This is real name. So LeBaric and Destiny are engaged, and both Marcel and Letitia and Melody and Martell know this couple. Kimmy and Maurice do not know this couple, so it was like they was like, what's going on? So remember, I said in one of my videos, I posted a link of the 3 new couples they were going to introduce to the show. This was the last couple they introduced, and I forgot this name. So here we go, LeBaric and Destiny. We don't know how far in advance, how far investment it will be in this thing. It seems like they're going to be as much, but this is one of the new couples. And right to the other one too, from last time. Nell and some, I forgot his name, it's the wife. I said, I think Erica and Neville, I think that's what his name is. I would say, what happened to those two? They should have been there too. But that was that. And I guess they said LeBaric owns a BBQ, a barbecue joint. So they know about his food, but they don't really know him personally. That's what Kimmy said. So that was that. So they was talking, they was playing the game, and they were having a good time. And all of a sudden, Kimmy brought up the comeback group. And Maurice, I think they both brought comeback. And Melody said, oh no, you know Melody will say, oh, I cannot deal with the comeback group right now. So I said, we're supposed to have fun, we're supposed to have fun. Why are we bringing this comeback group? I said, yes, that's a buzz killer. Like, come on now. Had the comeback group meeting at the comeback group meeting. And I kind of sworn they was going to talk about that this episode too. I don't know. Maybe when they did that trailer, I guess it was a trailer for the rest of the season, not this episode. Maybe I mistook it as that episode, but it was probably the rest of the season. Alright, so or the next couple episodes. And they were talking, and then they were talking about how as comeback group we supposed to do things together, we supposed to have charitable events, everything, and then we talk about this and we discuss this, and we haven't been doing it, everybody doing their own thing and stuff like that. So Melody brought up and said, when we talk about this? So they talk about that, so say cool. Alright, so when we have a comeback group, and anything supposed to be a comeback group, that's supposed to be a group together, and then we do a charity group, we all need to agree on that. So like that, and we need to be approval. So Kimmy say, no we're not, no we're not. And I would say yes, because Kimmy put a flyer that come and meet the comeback group. It's her own event. So how the comeback group go be there if you're doing your own event and it was not a discussion with the whole group? So yes, most people agree that it should have been a group consensus if you have a group event and you want to put the comeback group name in it, because that's supposed to be. So they shut that down. She felt like a way about that. So LeBaric came in. He said, well, I heard about this going on, but the comeback group doesn't exist. So what is it? So I would say, can we say, yes, it is. It does exist. It does exist because you're not part of it. But don't say it does not exist. Will you? Don't kind of have your little second of shine, LeBaric, in this thing and try to downplay the comeback group, because they will jump on your behind. It seems like they was like, okay, but they say it does exist. So the teacher brought Kimmy to the side and said, what's going on? I see it. She said she's a little frustrated because she wanted this group together to do things, and I've been doing things myself because we're not in the same page. So the teacher said, I know you and Melody was doing something and y'all was talking about it, but what y'all was talking about it? And you want to talk to me? Kimmy said, nope. And she said, I don't know why you want to tell me all that stuff. It said, listen, she said, you want to talk about me? She said, no, it was not about you, which is true. It was not about you. It was not talking about you. So she said, I hope you telling me the truth. She said, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to believe me, but I hope you do. So Kimmy said, I'm not telling her anything. And let it be. And let's go from there. So that was that. They just saw that. Alright, so here's the last thing I want to talk about. Melanie Montel went to a therapy session with Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis is good because he don't take a side. He take an objective approach, and he makes them say things and makes them think. Especially Montel. Alright. Because Montel was doing the most in this council session. He was very vocal. And Melanie was vocal too. But a lot of things he was saying, And I would say, oh, so that's what we going on. This was the whole thing is happening because of this. All right, so when they got there, Dr. Francis asked them, can you explain and talk about how your feeling was and stuff about this going on? Because Martell thinking they jumped the hurdle because he gave them an assignment to talk about the hurdles and stuff like that, and they jumped over it and he just pressed it. He's like, oh yeah, we did, we going over. And Monday said, I haven't even got to the other side yet. So how you on one side? That's what Martell thinks. He thinks things is going on his way in his timeline, and it's not moving at the same pace as Melody. So he's so frustrated because he's thinking they moving forward, and I said no. You thinking that just because that she's not thinking that, so it's like, come on now, it's not on your time. You messed up, so let her heal how she gonna heal, but not on what you want her to have it done. So he going on, and basically Melody felt like she put a wall up because Martell hasn't been like put her first or consider her feelings or anything, and he always put himself first and not consider his wife's feelings first, it's like that. I understand, like in a relationship, you always gotta put your, like, let me say this. In a relationship, yes, it's two individuals, but if you don't take care of yourself, physically, mentally, everything, then you can't do right for your partner. You gotta learn how to accept yourself and learn yourself and love yourself enough for you to be better for your partner. Now, when you're in a relationship, it should not be I and a we. It should be a team. So when you do things, you gotta understand how it will affect your spouse, not on how it affects you. You gotta find out how it affects each other. So if you go out there to cheat, you go out there have another baby, you go out there doing anything, it will affect the unit, not just you. So understand where she's coming from. It's like he always thought about himself, and it's a very narcissistic type of guy. You could tell that the way all the scenes, first season, this season, he seemed very narcissistic. All right, so Martell felt like he has not been wanted by her. He don't feel needed. He don't feel like she wants him enough. He don't feel like she giving him attention. When he calls, she don't even give him at least 5 minutes a phone call. I said, understand. If your husband call, give some time to your husband to call. But I don't think in a way how he wants it. He wants it like, if I call, you gotta drop everything and just talk to me and give me the time when I want. I said, if she got kids, she got business, something like that, she can't be on the phone as much as like that. When she got time, I'm sure that she will talk to you. It's like that. So he said everything is don't feel validated for him and stuff like that. So, or not satisfying him and not paying attention. So, but she said, listen, if I got kids, they got 3 kids, and I have a business, I do a lot of things. So sometimes I may not have time to do everything. He said, I don't have time to, but how you don't have time when you had a whole relationship, a whole 3 years, whatever type of relationship with this chick. So you plenty have time in your hands. So don't act like you don't have any time. If she's busy, you say you're busy, but you're not busy to cheat. So what are you saying, Martell? So she said, oh, Melody lacked time management. She needs to do better time management. Like he bigging himself up like he did her. She said, yes, it is a time I have goals and dreams, and there's somebody put me in my life to push me. But don't act like you made me. He said, oh, I don't think about that. I don't take it that way. So no. And she said, oh, there it is. I said, yes, Martell, you really feeling yourself really quick. So he came up about, he also brought up how when things go, people don't recognize, because he said, let's put our feelings. So he said, no, it's part of it. The people outside are part of it. I said, how are they a part of it? But basically he said the recognition. When they go out and they have group things and like that, it's always Melody. It's not him. I was saying, if you want to feel type of way, like was a couple of things when y'all was together, you didn't want to talk most of the time. You would leave it to your wife to talk. So Melody said she apologized to feel like I haven't given you enough credit or something like that, or give you much time, attention to talk and everything. I apologize for that. So then he went on, he's saying that, oh, I don't get this from you. I don't get the validation. I don't get the acknowledgement. I don't get this. I don't get this for you. So it seems like you want her to baby you or coddle you, to acknowledge you, everything. So Dr. Francis is saying, listen, it's all stems from something he was lacking. So it generalized all this thing happening because of this. He was not getting enough attention, because Dr. Francis said, it seemed like you had not getting enough attention or things from important people in your life who lack giving you this. So you are then transferring your feelings, transferring what you want to your wife, and make sure your wife is handling all of this. So Melody said it's too much. And I would feel the same way. I said it would be too much to freaking handle everything I have, handle the kids, handle the business, and also make sure I'm always keeping you satisfied, always keeping you attentive, always keeping this and stuff like that. Sometimes you can't do everything at once. Yes, that's your wife. She needs to pay attention to you, but don't make it like it's a guaranteed need that she had to do this. It's a need that she had to do this for you. It's a need she got to be acknowledged. It's a need she got to satisfy you. It's a need that. It seems like you're not getting something that you was not getting in childhood. So now you lacking that. So you fulfilling that. You want your Melanie to do this for you, and that's not how that happens. So Dr. Francis realized, he said that, and Melanie was like, yeah, she said it's too much, and she agreed. Now she realized Dr. Francis is a shit, because now he put in perspective of Montel, and Montel said, really? Yeah. So now he got to go back to his childhood to figure out what he was lacking, because he was not getting it. And now he putting this on Melanie, and it's too much for Melanie. So that's why you cheated, because you wasn't getting the validation and attention and acknowledgement for your wife. I said, you did all that. Okay. All right, Montel. But that was Love and Marriage, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode. If y'all watch it or not, or you watch a review, tell me y'all thoughts. And I'll talk to y'all later, alright? Peace.